You are supposed to be their mother, their caretaker, their therapist, their live-in. And it's like, we're not even fully together. Like, why the fuck would I sacrifice the momentum of my journey, of my education, of my career, of my business? Not just men. People today want more than they've actually worked for, than they've actually put time and energy into creating. And they get so fed up and frustrated when they don't see an instant return. Most people just do not have what it takes to build with you. You can't prioritize a man and prioritize yourself. I've seen some women just make a fool of themselves because they are so focused on men in general. And I'm gonna get into this. Let's process this together. So when I see women go after men and kind of abandon whatever they were working on, it scares me because I think relationships can just become this black hole of a vacuum that you get sucked into. Women go into this metaphorical sunken place. A lot of y'all just lose yourselves entirely to a relationship. And I want to understand why it is that we do this, because I've also done this and it feels like you genuinely can't think about yourself anymore. It's not because the person's toxic or that the person doesn't care about me and my goals and doesn't want me to succeed and be happy. Human beings are wired for self-preservation. And at some point, this other person is going to start getting upset with you for focusing on your business or focusing on the family or doing the things that genuinely make you feel like a human being because you're not sacrificing certain things about yourself to be with them or to prioritize them. And it's frustrating because I feel like from a more personal level, my relationship ended because I wasn't really able to think clearly about what I wanted while in that relationship. And I don't know if that's ever going to change for me. That's literally always been the case in every relationship I've ever been in. I didn't completely become someone else, but I definitely got distracted. My ex sent me this voice message and I'm just so annoyed because it's like, I feel more focused and aligned with my goals than I've ever felt. As soon as I start putting my energy back in myself, you want to start texting me and fucking blowing up my phone. I do think the universe uses situations like this to test your resolve and see if you're actually going to focus, because I got so distracted last year, dopamine maxing, and how many hours were spent did we just consume and send each other memes and watch movies and just hang out. As a digital native, as a Gen Z person, I spent most of my childhood on the internet playing around, entertaining myself, looking at memes. I spent a lot of my life doing that already. Some of y'all still want to do that stuff in your 20s and 30s, and that's fine. That's just not in alignment with where I am right now. I've got some stuff that I need to just do. Like, I got some stuff I genuinely just need to just lock in and do for a period, for a season or two. And it's not in like a toxic way where I'm saying I have to do all these things before I like myself. No, I genuinely just feel like I've spent enough time goofing off and I want to take my life seriously now. I don't think there's anything wrong with your desire to lock in on your goals. You might need to walk away from something simply because it's stopping you from going in the direction that you want to go in. It's not propelling you forward in your pursuits. It's taking you on a little bit of a tangent. Like I said in my other video, even if you're 45 degrees off from your target, you are still missing the mark. And I've seen other women, like my friends, also get sucked into just more and more bullshit and drama. And over time, that just starts to drain you of your life force energy. It's fun in the moment to have drama going on with men and to be sitting around chopping it up with your girls. But at the end of the day, is that moving you toward your goal? If you are an ambitious woman who has multiple things that you're working on and you're juggling and you're trying to maintain this work-life balance while also having creative pursuits, while also making time for your friends, while also trying to financially get yourself to a certain point, do you really have the time? We're grown adults. It's time to start acting like it, and it's time to start taking ourselves more seriously and stop getting sucked into drama, because I'm just over it. I feel so bad when I hear women talking about the bullshit they have to put up with men just to be in their lives, just to have a man in your life. It feels more like an obligation than an opportunity. My ex was basically toward the end of our relationship. I wasn't having any problems with him, but he had all these problems with me. You don't love me enough, and you don't do this and that, and when are you gonna really prioritize me? And bro, we just met a year ago. I met you on Hinge. I don't have time. I don't have time for this. This is how much I'm willing to give you at this point in my life. You were a random stranger that I met on the internet, and you're asking me to prioritize you and all this. What are we talking about here? People want to put all this on you. You are supposed to be their mother, mother, their caretaker, their therapist, their live-in maid, all this shit. And it's like, we're not married. Why the fuck would I sacrifice the momentum of my journey, of my education, of my career, of my business? Not just men. People today want more than they've actually worked for, than they've actually put time and energy into creating. And they get so fed up and frustrated when they don't see an instant return. Most people just do not have what it takes to build with you. They want you to build them. But life doesn't work like that. If you want to build something that is truly gratifying, it's going to take time. Now, yes, of course, you're going to have to invest some of your resources into the connection, but it needs to be mutual. And I almost feel like relationships are kind of like content these days, where in the first couple of months, it's this insane high, like in the first 30 seconds of a YouTube video. And then when you get into it, it's kind of boring sometimes. And most people do not sit through that. They click off, they scroll. And that's what we're doing in relationships as well. People are clicking off, they're scrolling because things actually got real and they weren't interested in doing that work. If you're really on a path and you know where you want to go and you can see the future and you know who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do, at a certain point, you're gonna have to start cutting that shit off and saying like, nah, this is actually not helping me toward my goals. And you can say that you love me, but at the end of the day, no one's gonna love me more than I love myself and hold me accountable and keep me moving in the right direction. Let it go. If it's supposed to happen, it will happen. But I truly believe that you will be rewarded for prioritizing yourself, and you will be rewarded for doing what you know is right. And I just feel like when women focus, worlds move. When you lock in and get focused on your goals, not his goals, not her goals, not your mom's goals for your life, your fucking goals, the ground will move for you. The whole world will stop for you and the path opens up and it's a straight shot and you know exactly what it is you need to do. And you will attract people who will be on the same wavelength, who will see that as important, who will understand the value of living that way. Yeah, that's really all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful and I'll see you in the next one.